Welcome to Sherpa Dave's Race Recon series. On this channel, I try and make Zwift more fun and more approachable for riders young and old. As you can see, I fall more into the old category myself, but I don't let that stop me. If you like what you see here today, why don't you take a look at some of the other videos that we have on the channel, and if you like those, maybe hit that subscribe button down in the bottom corner.
Okay, here we go with Casse. No idea if that's how you pronounce it, out of the pens, and it's pretty much a flat 13 kilometers before you hit the first bump. Bit of a landmark as you go through the Pavé sprint reverse that goes from 11.7 to 12 kilometers. Then it's Aqueduct Kom, which starts at 13. Flat to the Petite Kom reverse at 17.5, and then finish at 23.1 kilometers. Here's the DS notes, pretty straightforward. I've only broken it into 7 different sections. And if you look at the bike choices, this is a pretty flat course, so aero does rule the day, but that's a pretty steep Petite Kom. So I do think that Tron beats everything except this new Cervelo with the arc wheels, but Tron actually may even beat the Cervelo with the arc wheels because of that hill. Let's just jump on with the rides. As I said, from the pens to the aqueduct, it's 13 kilometers. I think this is a fantastic TTT. It's a long flat start, so you can really get into your groove, and then there's really 2 bumps: the aqueduct, which doesn't really count for much, and then the Petite Kom, which is quite a decent climb, particularly in a TTT, but it is mostly going to be draftable all the way up. It gets up to 7% for a little bit of time, but for the most part it's sub 5, and for a lot of it it's sub 4. I think it averages 4%, so that gives you an indication. Alright, so I'm just filling dead air right now. This is all about riding in formation. We're going to jump ahead in a couple of minutes, and I will pop back on when we get to the Aqueduct Kom. There's Mount Ventoux in the distance. Luckily we don't have to climb her today. You can see this first section of 13 kilometers is mostly flat with some little rollers. I'm sure most of you have ridden this path before. Here we go, we're onto the Pavé sprint. This is a 300 meter sprint, I think, and it stretches from 11.7 kilometers into the ride to 12. That doesn't matter to us in a team time trial. I'm just giving you that so you know how far along you are when you ride through it. She's of a better deal. We sacrifice all ideals for a moment in life. What can we do to make it right? Hesitation. Alright, we're coming up to 13 kilometers now, and that's when the hill will start. And that's a key thing to remember. The Aqueduct Kom starts well after the hill itself, or more importantly, the hill starts well before the Kom mark. I've created a little segment here on Veloviewer that shows the whole climb, and it's basically 3 steps up at 5%, separated by what is pretty much flat, as you can see now. It's all draftable, so stay as a group, probably stay in your formation. Changing gears, you're probably not even going to notice there's a hill here, he said optimistically. Here's the KOM marker, and this tells you you're almost through. Up this final short climb, round the bend, and then it's flat.
so many things that should have been. Hesitation coming around again. Termination of
Alright, top of the hill, flat across the top of the aqueduct itself, and then it is down the other side, and you'll find the other side is structured much like the uphill, a series of 5% bumps down. Once we get to the bottom, it's 2.5 kilometers flat all the way to the Petite Kom, which you will find at 17.5 kilometers. So we're going to just jump ahead a little bit till we get there. Just make sure you're all in formation and you are moving forward at race pace for those 2.5 kilometers. Approaching the Petite Kom now. This split in the road that we see just ahead is a really good marker. It happens just a few hundred yards before the KOM itself. What you'll find here is the Petite Kom zigzags up the hill for 2.5 kilometers, but the zigs are steeper than the zags. So one side you're going up at more like 6%, maybe even 7% for a short period of time, but the other side you're going up at 3%, maybe 4%, and you'll see that as we go up. I've sped the footage up just a little bit more so you don't see how slow I was riding up this hill. For the most part though, bear in mind a lot of this is draftable. It does make sense to stay together. You will start to lose people going up here if you've been going at the right pace up until now. Some of the weaker riders will start to fall back. You have to be decisive as to whether you're going to keep them or you're going to race ahead, and that depends on how many riders you have left. Remember, you just need 4 to cross the line. So you can see this gets steeper, 6%, it's going to even get up to 7, there we go. All the way to the hairpin, and then that percentage will drop down to say 3%. There we go, and you'll see that pattern repeat as we go up the hill. Go. We zigged back around up to 7% again.
Another broken plate, another called off date. We never seem to get it.
And the gradients do tighten as we go up the hill.
Words that we can't take back. We are the reason opposites attract. Once you slam the door on the second floor, I regret it all. When I think it through, I can help.
Around this bend, through the gate, and that's the hill done. So I'll slow the footage back down again a little bit, and it's down the hill. Stay together as you go down the hill. You can benefit from draft. And it's basically downhill or flat all the way from here to the end.
Everything means that make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Sitting there by the phone, hoping you'll answer yours. Baby, let's talk until we're fine. You've been in bed for days, empty without me, you say. Can't you just magically turn up in mine? Then you knock on my door on the second floor, and I feel okay. We just made it through, and I love the way I feel for you. Baby, you make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Stuck in an endless fight like every night. It still feels right. Even the words can sting. I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause without you everything means nothing. You make me lose my mind.
You can see the pens there on the mini map. It's all flat now, all the way to the finish.
Feels right. Still 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 feels right. Oh, yeah. We never get it right, but somehow it feels right. We never get it right, but it still feels right. We never get it right, but somehow it feels right. That's how I feel about you.
Alright, there we go, final sprint and we're done. I'm just going to leave you with the DS sheet again, and then the bike suggestions. Ride on, I'll see you Thursday.